Hey guys, so we're going to go over polynomial long division today. So if you look at number one, when I'm dividing this dividend by this divisor, it's just 5x. So since there's no plus or minus, no extra terms, all I have to do here is just take the divisor and divide each one of these terms are separated by plus and minus signs, by the divisor 5x. So each one of these will be divided by 5x for my answer. So from here, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Remember for module 2, when you're dividing exponents, the property is that you will subtract them. So when you're dividing the like bases, you subtract the exponents. So 3 minus 1 gives you x to the second power. Here you have minus 30 divided by 5 is 6. And again, same property, when you're dividing the like bases, you subtract the powers. So 2 minus 1, there's always a 1 there for the x if you don't see a power. So 2 minus 1 is 1, so it would just be x. You can put the first power, but you're not going to really see the answer that way. It's just going to be x. But just know that it is to the first power. And then last, drop down the minus sign. 45 divided by 5 is 9. And dividing the like bases, they each have a power of 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, so there is no x here. So this is your final answer when dividing. Now for number 2, notice that the divisor does have a plus sign. So since it's being separated by a plus sign, there's more than one term. You're actually going to apply long division here. So I'm going to take the divisor, 6x squared plus 7x minus 20, and divide it by 2x plus 5. It's a little messy. So when you're starting long division, keep one thing in mind. You're just trying to get the first terms to match. So what do I multiply 2x by to get 6x squared? So you can look at it one by one if you want. What do I multiply 2 by to get 6? I would multiply by 3. What do I multiply x by to get x squared? So I would multiply x by x to get x squared. So that's how we're going to start off. So we're going to multiply 2x plus 5 by 3x. So I'm going to put a little basic problem here on the side. So remember, 8 times 5 would give me 40. And when I multiply 5 times 8, I would put the 40 down here. So same thing in this case. I'm going to multiply 3x by this whole divisor, and I'm going to put it down here. So 3x times 2x would give me 6x squared. Remember your module 2, when you're multiplying the like bases, you add the powers. And then 3x times 5 would give you 15x. Now just going back to my long division here, remember I would subtract the two numbers once I have them to give me 0. In this case, I am subtracting as well, but instead of subtracting and putting the parentheses and having to distribute, what I would advise you to do is to notate that subtraction is that you just change all the signs before you combine. So before we combine anything together, just change the signs. Change the signs. So that would note how we did the subtraction for 40 minus 40. And you'll know you're on the right track if the first term always adds up to 0, which it does. 6x squared minus 6x squared is 0. You have 7x minus 15x. Signs don't match, subtract, take the sign of the bigger number, which is negative, and bring down the x. And then we bring down the minus 20. And we're going to do the same thing all over again. So just like before, we focus on the first term. What do I multiply 2x by to get negative 8x? So I would multiply 2 by negative 4 to get negative 8. And I don't need to multiply x by anything because it's just x to the first power, and I already have that. So you're going to do the same thing. You multiply negative 4 by everything in the divisor. So negative 4 times 2x would give you negative 8x. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. And before you combine, change the signs. So here, this would add up to 0, and then I combine this, negative 20 plus 20 would also give me a remainder of 0. So my quotient is going to be 3x minus 4. All right, guys, hope this helps.